Dear students, our today's topic for the discussion is the sniper. In today's lesson, we'll be discussing para number 4th at page 54 of Chinor second. So, let us start. Then, when the smoke cleared, he peered across and uttered a cry of joy. His enemy had been hit. He was reeling over the parapet in his death agony. He struggled to keep his feet, but he was slowly falling forward as if in a dream. The rifle fell from his grasp, hit the parapet, fell over, bounded off the pole of a barber's shop beneath, and then clattered on the pavement. Their students, here it says, when the smoke that was caused by the firing of a bullet, when that smoke cleared, the sniper looked on the opposite side and cried in a great joy. He was overjoyed that he had killed his opposite enemy. He was moving from side to side over the parapet in his death pain. He tried his best to control himself, but he was falling slowly. He was slowly falling forward as if he was in dream. The rifle fell from his hand. The rifle fell from his grip, from his hold. It hit the parapet. It fell over the barber's shop and then struck it on the footpath with a violent voice. Now text. Then the dying man on the roof crumbled up and fell forward. The body turned over and over in space and hit the ground with a dull thud. Then it lay still. Here it says, then this dying man which was on the roof, fell down. That means the sniper of the opposite side from the enemies which was on the roof, when a bullet hit him, this dying man on the roof fell down with irregular folds. The body turned over and over in space and hit the ground with a low sound. The sniper looked at his enemy, falling, and shuddered. The lust of battle died in him. This text at page 54. Last paragraph at page 54. The sniper looked at his enemy falling and he shuddered. The lust of battle died in him. He became bitten by remorse. The sweat stood out in beads on his forehead, weakened by his wound and the long summer day of fasting and watching on the roof. He revolted from the sight of the shattered mass of his dead enemy. His teeth chattered. He began to gibber to himself, cursing the war, cursing himself, cursing everybody. Dear students, here writer says, let me explain the text. Here writer says that the sniper, who was from a Republican, felt deeply shocked on seeing the rival sniper dead. He felt deeply shocked. First he was happy and then he was deeply shocked on seeing the rival sniper dead. He began to tremble with shock, grief, and even fear. The emotion for fighting almost melted away in him. The emotion of fight that almost melted away from him. He felt stricken by a sense of repentance and remorse. Drops of sweat appeared on his forehead. He had become weak because of the flow of his blood from the wound. He felt tormented by the heat of the day. He felt a sense of repulsion on seeing the dead body of his rival sniper. His teeth began to chatter. He began to curse the war and curse himself for taking part in a war. He was cursing everybody. Now it's para number second at page 55. Let me read the text. He looked at the smoking revolver in his hand. With an oath he hurled it to the roof at his feet. The revolver went off with the concussion and with the concussion, and the bullet whizzed past the sniper's head. He was frightened, back to his sense by the shock. His nerves steadied. The cloud of fear scattered from his mind, and he laughed. Dear students, here writer says the sniper then looked at the revolver which was in his hand, and he threw it to the roof which was at his feet. The revolver went off with a violent collision, and a bullet moved swiftly past the sniper's head. He was again frightened. Right? He was again frightened by the shock. His nerves stopped working. The cloud of fear started from his mind, and he lost control over the mind. And he then started laughing. Thank you very much.